In my last video I did a little fired up this engine, and this engine starts and stops absolutely fine, and I said this engine over here doesn't, and I thought I'd just explain why this one doesn't and then fix it. On this engine here, start stop lever works, goes all the way up and stays up. Now that's not particularly important. What is important is this slot is in line with the lever. So on the other side of this is an eccentric, and that eccentric pushes a lever that's and the end of an arm which is just inside here, and when it pushes the end of that arm it operates a lever that goes all the way across the engine and turns the fuel off to the fuel pump, which is over the other side over here. And so you turn that fuel off to the fuel, well basically you tell the fuel pump to not pump any fuel and it stops pumping. So that's what it should look like, and when you push it up you get force from about here, so you can feel resistance from here as it's trying to push back. Now on this one, that slot is not in line. You can see it's completely out of line. As you push up you don't hit any force until you get right up there. So it's just not turning the fuel off. So what I need to do is take this off, knock this roll pin out, pull this off, and then put it back on in the right place. Hopefully that's got a spline on it, I expect it has. And I'll get that done in a sec. One other quick thing of note is that those Allen socket heads look nice and not butchered at all. Or at least, yeah, they do. Whereas this socket head over here, I don't know if you can see there, but someone's clearly tried to jam the wrong size Allen head hex driver in there. That is actually 3/16 and someone's tried to hammer in a 5mm. Fortunately I have the right size, so I can take that off, pull that out and get on with it in a minute. Right, that's 3/16 in there, as I said, not 5mm. 4.5 might do it if it's not done up tightly, but I recommend using 3/16, which is the right fit. That's out. And if you haven't taken this out before, and I took it out slightly earlier so it should be easy, it'll take a little bit of argy-bargy just to pull it off. Off it comes. There you can see basically it's an eccentric. And it doesn't go far enough, and I'll just show you, see if we can get in there and have a look at that lever. Hold on. Right, in there, that thing there is a lever that it operates. And obviously if it's not turning far enough, not pushing the lever far enough. Right, so what I need to do, knock that pin out. Oh, the other thing, if you want to see, if I put that back in and put those in a different position, that now does, oh no, that's still in the way up there, isn't it? So that still won't work. Right. Okay. Let's see if we can just... That's the pin out. conveniently dropped, which I'll have to find. There's an ice. Oh, there it is. Fantastic. Right. Then we have to get that out. Right, let's just stick that in the ice. With a gentle tap. There we go. Can't see that here. Right, so we're just going to go and tap that. Right, that's off. So now what we need to do is put that on in line with that. Tell you what, I might go and get a small socket to do that. Back in a sec. Right, I've just got a socket that fits over the shaft, so I can basically put that on there and just tap it on. Just tip that camera down again so you can see what I'm doing. Right. Just going to basically tap that back on. Big hammer. Tappity tap tap. Slightly too stiff. Back in there. There we go. Nice and move. Nice bit of movement. We'll put the royal pin back in a minute. What we're going to do, just make sure it works. Yeah, you've got to put it in the run position to be able to get it back in, because otherwise you'll fail on that lever. Put it in, roughly in the right place, and hold on, stupid me. Right, so we've got to put it in the run position, because otherwise you'll be fouling the lever, and it operates much earlier. So that I think is a good one. Let's put the roll pin back in. This goes in there like that from that side. That on there. Tap it in with a small hammer. Right, there we go. Roll pin in. Put that back in. So it goes in. Right, that's the top one. It's catching a bit. I'll just check this out properly. So that whole lines up properly. Whoever took this off before just did a right botch job. This has got to be one of the hardest things to get wrong when you put that together again, but they seem to have managed it. I think it's some botch artist in a hurry. Right. It's done up. That's done up. Tweak. Doesn't need to be Herculeanly tight. Right. And now it starts operating about halfway. That's much better. That was not giving you any resistance until about there. So it wasn't turning it off, and it starts hitting the lever there. So push it up there and that'll stop. Now the only thing is it's still missing the catchy bit on there that this one has, but never mind. Right. Turn this round so I can start it up. And let's see if that works now. Right, and see if it starts, which it probably will. Might take a few pulls, and then see if it stops. Almost. The exhaust is completely shot on this one, or silencer is anyway. And it stops. That's how you fix a start-stop lever. You won't come across that very often because it's quite hard for anyone to mess it up like that, but it goes. Hurrah, and it's all fixed. Well, I need a new exhaust, and I had to take the air filter out because that's shot to bits, but never mind, not to worry.